Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a crypto news here, and I got this aggressively average content for you today, as I hope all of you have been watching the Waters Above Crypto interview I posted yesterday, if you haven't done so already. Grab a cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and narrow down where we believe the XRP price, the US dollar, Bitcoin, and many other things are going in the months to come. It was a powerful show, and I hope you guys end up watching it. Now, before I get into some extremely important information for the day, I have to give a quick announcement. For my OnlyFans community, it seems like my OnlyFans is not working at the moment. I believe they just want me to verify my account, so I'm working on it diligently to make sure it's back up and running so I can get back to responding to all of you, as I have an important post to share very soon. Stay tight and I'll let you all know. Now, with that being said, John Deaton quoted a powerful article from Blockworks stating the magnetic poles of the crypto industry have flipped. XRP is now bona fide in the eyes of a once hostile industry. Welcome to the XRP community. No matter what happens with the SEC, ripples already won, as stated by Blockworks. And I wanted to start off this video specifically with that quote because the tide is shifting, the narratives are shifting, the sentiment is shifting. I believe crypto is beginning to realize, acknowledge, and unite that the SEC is their enemy. Ripple XRP are not their enemy. Regulators and corruption is the crypto industry's enemy, not Ripple and XRP. If we can continue on this road, I believe we stand a fighting chance against corrupt governments, and I think we're very close to a major breakthrough. The judge's decision in this case will be the most important moment in crypto history. I can't stress that enough. We're all part of a bigger movement, and that movement is fuck the SEC. Now, guys, something I do want to touch on that has been circulating in the community is David Schwartz discussing these 10 things that he has deemed are not correct. David Schwartz is specifically addressing 10 pieces of speculation. The XRP community circulates constantly. That needs to be gotten correct. I'm a big believer that it's important to speculate, as we're in the dark quite a bit from what the higher level ups know. However, if the CTO of Ripple and one of the creators of the XRP ledger is saying something can't happen or is highly improbable, we have to take it very seriously. Let's see what David Schwartz says is reasonable to expect. And I want to break it down and give him my $0.02 on it. Here, David Schwartz says XRP can't be pegged to gold, silver, or anything else. In theory, nothing prevents someone from trying to peg the price, but it's absurd to expect someone to do this when it's virtually impossible to imagine why anyone would want to do that. That is something that directly combats the theory that XRP can be pegged to gold. However, that does not mean XRP cannot convert the value of gold on the XRP ledger. XRP can also transfer the value and convert gold-bagged stable coins. Ladies and gentlemen, we have to choose our terms wisely. Pegging, as David Schwartz stated, is absurd, and we should listen to that carefully. 2. XRP can't magically become a stablecoin. Someone could offer to redeem XRP at some fixed rate for something else to set a floor price, but why would anyone want to do that? Why wouldn't they just issue a stablecoin and not mess up XRP? If you want a stablecoin, buy one. Now, guys, this is actually the one on the list I want to push back on quite a bit. Not because David Schwartz doesn't know what he's talking about, because he absolutely does. But this specific theory has not come out of left field. This theory is backed by numerous high-level government documents like Mark Carney at the Bank of England, like the G30, like a Chinese document, all referencing to tokens like XRP and Stellar as stable coins. This is something I really want more clarity on. Not David Schwartz's point, but why is it that all these governments and supranational organizations have referenced XRP as a stable coin? That's something I want answered, and I'll do my best to get that answer for every single one of you. Stable coins issued on the XRP ledger, not XRP. And this is obviously correct, so I won't spend much time on it. The XRP ledger requires electricity. That should be self-evident. XRP can only exist on the XRP ledger, otherwise it's an IOU. The XRP ledger is the authoritative record of XRP ownership. You can create XRP-denominated assets elsewhere, but unless there's somehow one-to-one tied to XRP on the XRP ledger, they're not XRP, but a derivative, or IOU. XRP has nothing to do with ISO 20022, and this is actually something we've covered on this channel quite a bit because there's some confusion. ISO is a messaging standard for payments. XRP is a cryptocurrency. While there could certainly be projects using both of these, there is no real inherent overlap between them. But like I said before, I'll say again, Proponent is ISO 20022 compliant, and eventually XRP will be the secret sauce. RippleNet for messaging and XRP for instant settlements. This is what people need to understand. Interledger doesn't require XRP. LLP works with any asset either for payments or settlement. It works well in conjunction with the XRP ledger payment channels. You can use ILP for pure dollar payments if you'd like. All the money in the world will not run across the XRP ledger. Massively scaling blockchains is hard. That doesn't limit use of XRP to denominate payments or using payment channels. I'll use derivatives, etc. Most of the world's payments don't belong on a public blockchain, and that's extremely important. But I think most people knew that. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of terms, sometimes hyperbolic, that we use in this community for simplicity's sake, but it's important for those people that are newer to get the facts right. I also believe that there will be a number of digital assets working in tandem with XRP because I don't think there will be a complete monopoly on the space. Next up, and I think this is my favorite one, the US government is not going to buy back your XRP. Tying XRP to one particular jurisdiction plays to its weaknesses rather than its strengths. Crypto work best when their ownership is diverse. XRP is cross-border technology. XRP lives on the internet. XRP deserves to be owned by the people that buy it off the exchanges and put it on their DAN wallets. XRP should not be sent to a buyback committee, hypothetically throwing out five-figure XRP prices to negotiate on your behalf for the government to buy it back. Like David Schwartz says, it's not going to happen, and the only reason I'm so adamant about pointing this out is because this is the only piece of speculation where people have been asked to send their XRP anywhere. And out of principle, I don't believe in that concept at all. Not your keys, not your crypto. Period. End of discussion. RippleNet is totally different from the XRP ledger. RippleNet is an enterprise payment system that eliminates barriers to using the XRP ledger for the source or destination or bridge in enterprise payments. RippleNet is a private network based on early versions of the interledger protocol. XRP and the XRP ledger really are what you see is what you get. If you're imagining that there's some massive secret, then you're imagining you can imagine anything about anything. Imagining things doesn't justify believing them. Be excited about what's actually there or build things, and I think that's extremely important. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the biggest ways XRP is really going to go to the moon is with this case resolution. Institutions and banks using XRP in US building things on the XRP ledger. There are plenty of developers and businesses trying to build out on the XRP ecosystem, and I'm taking it upon myself to begin building something on XRP as well. Not only will I have my channel to contribute on the ecosystem, but I think XRP will be a powerful tool that I could use to build stable businesses for the future and moving forward. I think this concept will be revolutionary. I don't want anyone to be dissuaded by this thread by David Schwartz, but actually empowered XRP is so amazing that we don't have to put theories out there. We could look at the documents and speculate on the truth of the matter and also have the team fact-check our theories. This is what a healthy community does, and I hope this is what this healthy community continues to do back in the day in 2018 to 2019. I love the idea of XRP going to 589 by the end of year 2018, just like everyone else. I believe in a gold-backed XRP as well, but over the years I've learned that if you don't follow the truth, you're constantly going to hit your head against it. I have my realistic and fact-based expectations on what XRP can do, and I think all of you should as well, as that's how you guarantee your success in this space. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that being said, here's a massive fact about Ripple and XRP. Rosie Rios is the former treasurer of the United States, whose name is on 99% of all the US dollars in circulation a day, and she's a board member of Ripple, saying blockchain is here to stay. I don't believe she chose to be on the board of Ripple because the company's going away and XRP is going to fail. I think she joined the board of Ripple because she knows the writings on the wall. Don't listen to what I have to say. Listen to the woman whose name is on all the damn money.
I'm Rosie Rios, former Treasurer of the United States and current board member of Ripple. What I like to talk about is really kind of this intersection between government and innovation. Certainly coming from the Bay Area, born and raised in Silicon Valley, I've seen a lot of change over time. And what I love is the conversation is really starting to happen in a constructive way where I think we as a region, we as a country, and perhaps we as a globe can really think about the future of fintech and who the stakeholders are and how we can make this effective for everyone. So when you think about growth, it's not just kind of GDP growth, which of course is a big part of the economy, but it's also where new growth comes from. And that usually comes from, certainly lately, in technology and innovation. So I think the benefit of why business and government should be working together is, again, providing that level of certainty for further expansion, further growth, and certainly more jobs for the economy. So blockchain is here to stay. It's not going anywhere. And so it's not just how to facilitate commerce. There are other applications, whether it's NFTs, whether it's, selling real estate, whether it's, any type of financial ledger that can be recorded for posterity's sake. This is here to stay. And it's important and incumbent upon the government at every level, whether it's local, whether it's state, whether it's national, to really give some thought as to how those applications are going to benefit them and benefit everyone. But I think what's most important is, what are those guardrails? What are those tracks that we can lay down in order to move forward in a way that really blazes the trail for future growth and future opportunities that we don't even know are there yet?
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's ultimately about. We need guardrails up. We need the rules of the road to be clear, Jeremy Hogan stated. It's become clear in 2023 that it's not just a lack of clear rules from the SEC. The U.S. government has taken that position that the whole crypto industry is fraudulent and must be stopped. The SEC's come in and register approach is a lie. It's just a trap, and we've been trying to warn everyone about this for a long time. But ladies and gentlemen, there is light at the end of the tunnel with Judge Torres coming out with her decision. And with how clear to me Ripple has the favor in this case, better days are coming. What's clear to me is that we are all warriors, we are all survivors. We are the greatest community in all of crypto. We are the best community on the planet. I can't stress that enough, and something else I can say to help solidify that is that we do a great job of holding each other accountable, myself included. Sometimes people just get something wrong, and we have to make sure that we critique poke holes in arguments, poke holes in speculation, because all we're all trying to do is come to the truth of what is it that we really own. How big can XRP really be? Because if there's something I can guarantee is that we have gone through so much. We've been through more than any other community in crypto. It was unfair what the SEC did to us, but because we've been through the ringer, we deserve everything we're going to get. We're the hardest working crypto community on the planet, and that fact is undisputed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to cap off this video for today, I'm going to leave you with a general principle that I would like for all of you to apply. There are arguments and debates happening right now about implementing a 4-day work week, and in my personal opinion, I think that's silly. I personally work 7 days a week as much as I can because I like getting ahead. You cannot compete with the savages in the world that are over here sacrificing plenty of time in order to build what they want to build while you're working just 4 days a week. I'm not saying you have to sacrifice your whole lives, but what I am saying is that hard work is key, and maybe working a little harder than taking the general approach that some people want to have of working less as a better way to go. I think Patrick Bet-David in his most recent podcast put it best, and I want to leave you with that clip as a little bit of motivation. To help all of you in your grind, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Crypto News here. Thanks for tuning in. As always, I appreciate every single one of you. Now I'll be back tomorrow with another video.
If you keep saving and investing and others don't, you don't separate incrementally in a way that you think. You separate exponentially. And by the way, the separation's going to get wider and wider and wider and wider. No matter how much you bash rich people, they're going to go wider, because while you were kicking it, wanting to work 3-4 days a week, they're doing 6 days a week because the Bible says take 1 day off. And a lot of people follow that guideline of just taking 1 day off. But everybody wants a 4-day work week. Don't be upset at the guy that's whooping your ass because he's working 6 days a week for 10 years and you work 4 days. Let's actually do the math.
Boom.
A guy works 6 days a week and only takes Sundays off, which is what I did. And it's till today, that's my philosophy, right? So a guy works 6 days and he takes 1 day off over a year span. What is it over a year? Over a year, you get 52 additional days a year, okay? Which is how many hours? Roughly 416 hours, because I'm doing 58 times 8. I think that's 416 hours, right? So that's 52 additional days you get per year. Do you realize within 6 years, within 7 years, you got 1 additional year?
Wow.
Within 10 years, you got years. Within 10 years, you got 520 additional days. You got 4,000 additional hours. Yeah, brother, we're not in the same league, homie.
Sorry.
We're not going to be competing in the same league.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto. Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors? Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany? Former business director at Swift? Former Swift board member? Former CFO of PayPal? Former head of the DTCC? Former chief business officer at Uber? Former VP of Amazon and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's High-Level Advisory Board on FinTech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.